Let's do it.
Did we start?
Nah. I mean, I already started recording like 30 seconds ago.
What's going on, guys?
Welcome back to the ASG podcast, guys. I'm Sal. That's Dimitri.
Yeah.
It's your boys, the Mighty Mander and the Truth, the Equalizer. And I'm having a good time. How are you doing, dude?
Man, I'm doing good, man. I discovered something.
What'd you discover?
So, I was playing Injustice the other day, and I was like, you don't want these bows, man? You don't want these bows? And then I realized that, like, throwing bows is an abbreviation for combos. So in the 80s, when people said, do you want to throw bows, they were like, do you want to throw combos? Like, do you want to fight? Like, I got combos. So I was like, that's pretty cool.
Like that. I've never heard that before.
You never heard the term throwing bows?
Throwing bows, throwing combos. I've never heard that.
Yeah, man, throwing bows.
It makes sense. I like it, but like I've never heard that.
I'm pretty sure Ludacris used to use that in his like rapping a lot.
Yeah.
You can throw bows. I don't know. It sounds like Ludacris, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
So yeah, man, it just hit me out of nowhere. Maybe I'm completely off too. Maybe that's not what it means at all. But in my head, that's
no, it makes sense. As long as like, have you ever seen it written out? Is it like apostrophe B-O?
I've never seen it written out. I've only heard it through word of mouth. Yeah.
Okay.
Which is also a Ludacris album, which is kind of funny. But it's spelled M-O-U-F. But so to answer your question, I'm doing good.
Word of mouth.
How are you doing?
I'm good, dude. I'm good. Yeah, feeling pretty good. I was playing a little Overwatch before.
Hey.
Watching a little bit of that, like, basically bootleg Crash Bandicoot remastered footage on YouTube that people are like...
The trolls?
Yeah, no, not even the trolls. Like, well, I mean, you can't call them trolls. You can call them people who suck at Crash Bandicoot. Because, like, they're just streaming the game before it's released in the U.S.
Yeah.
It's all a bunch of people in, like... I don't know, Dubai or some shit where they released the game a week early.
Oh man, why do they always get all the cool stuff first?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Sheesh.
Global releases.
It's a shame.
It's mad weird. Okay, so we're gonna kick this episode off with the Mander Morning Show. That's your weekly like game. Is this podcast weekly? I don't even know, but like the weekly news about the entertainment industry and the games.
Yep. Who knows?
One of the bigger like pieces of news in the entertainment like community, I guess, this week has been the Han Solo movie.
Yeah.
The standalone Star Wars Han Solo movie starring the guy who's in Hail Caesar, this weird comedy movie, and also Donald Glover.
Yeah.
Is going to be in it, which I was really pumped about. But the directors got fired.
I heard about that.
Yeah.
I heard about that.
It's Phil Lord and Christopher Miller, the guys who gave us the Lego movie and 21 and 22 Jump Street.
Yeah.
Those guys, they were set to direct, and they were almost done filming, which is like why this is such huge news. Right? They were almost done filming, and apparently, due to quote unquote creative differences, which basically just means that the executives didn't like what the fuck Lord and Miller were doing. Yeah. So they're like, yeah, you guys are booted.
I was just gonna say that. I was like, that's just like a really nice way of saying like they wasn't messing with each other, so they had to get rid of them.
Yeah.
So
which fucking sucks. Like,
I mean, honestly, I feel like no matter what happens, it's gonna be a good film, regardless of who the director is.
Yeah. You know, they do have a replacement director though. It's Ron Howard. Who's definitely like if Lord and Miller were not giving the executives what they wanted, Ron Howard will definitely give them what they want.
Yeah. So I mean, shout out to that.
Yeah. I like Ron Howard. I like. Did you see Rush, the racing movie from like 2012? No, that was good, dude. That movie was good.
A racing movie?
Yeah, Formula One racing, dude. That was awesome.
Fast and Furious was the only racing movie series that.
It's the only.
And I don't even watch those. So.
Fast and Furious ain't even racing anymore, dude.
Isn't it a shame? It's like
honestly, no. Like the first one is so cheesy, I love the middle ones. The new ones, I haven't seen 8. I saw 7, and I'm like, yeah, that was dope.
Yeah.
5 is my favorite.
Love their soundtracks. I always buy their albums.
Yeah, the soundtracks are pretty.
I only buy the albums. I don't even watch the movies. I'm just like, give me the album.
Yeah. The fifth one was so dope though. It's such a good heist movie.
The crazy thing is, some of the rappers that rap on the albums do so much better on those albums than they do on their own solo albums. So it's amazing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, dude, they probably throw a lot more money into those ones.
Probably.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Okay. Yeah. So Han Solo movie directors. Yeah. They got fired. Ron Howard's in. I'm still kind of pumped for the movie. I think it'll be all right.
Would you be disappointed in me if I told you I don't really watch the Star Wars series like that?
No.
Yeah.
No. So. The thing is, like, I love Star Wars. I'm not offended by people who don't watch it, but like it's weird because I almost feel like I have no right to love the Star Wars movies as much as I do.
I think
it's kind of strange just because like I mean, I wasn't even into like I wasn't raised on it or anything like that. My parents weren't huge nerds about it or anything like that. Mm-hmm. And the first one that I was really I caught the wave was Force Awakens. Like I just went and I'm just like okay, this is awesome. Going to see a new Star Wars movie. And like during basically opening weekend with a huge theater and with a large group of people and like seeing this like the title and everything pop up on screen, I'm like, okay, this is pretty sweet.
I saw 1 through 6 when I was a kid, like the OG ones, the old ones, the super old ones, and like those were cool. But and I think the Star Wars universe is dope. I think the characters are cool. Like, you know what I mean? Everybody loves Star Wars, but to me, I was never like, this right here, this is a must. Like, it just doesn't grab me as a must watch. But I know it's gonna be a good movie.
Dude, you gotta watch. It's coming out on Netflix soon. With Rogue One is coming on. You gotta check that out.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. No,
dude, that shit. That's like it's a Star Wars movie, but it's also just a dope action movie. You would love that.
So I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah, that's coming to Netflix soon. It's a little mini news, but gaming news. One of the bigger stories and something that I'm kind of interested in, like just observing it, you know, from like a consumer standpoint, not actually buying it because I don't have money, but the SNES Classic Edition. Yeah. Because they already did the NES Classic Edition, right? Yes. And that was like people were super pumped on it when it was announced, but then people they kind of messed it up by they didn't make enough, right? They didn't ship enough to like retailers. Yeah. So you would get like I think this one guy. Jim Sterling said on his channel he went to like a GameStop or something like that and they had 2.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they had 2 NES Classics.
Sheesh.
Right? And people were like,
what the heck?
It just doesn't make any sense because like to that particular store, or that's how many they had left on that day, like at a reasonable hour.
Well, I mean, if he's out here where we are in the sticks, I mean, it would make sense.
He is. He's in the boonies. He's in like the.
Well, I mean, okay. So now, in all, you know,
he's somewhere in the Midwest. You know, he's British. I never understood that, Jim. What the fuck, man?
You gotta understand, like my boy, bro, man, like. You gotta know where you are. You know what I mean? Like, if he was in like New York City,
yeah, they'd be all over the place. It was a common like occurrence though. Definitely, them not being enough and then being sold out like mad quick. Yeah, and then like people just jump on it so they can scalp them, dude.
I just think like
the pre-orders for the SNES Classic are already being flipped. Yeah, wow. The thing is $80, and it was just announced and just put up for pre-order, right? And people are already flipping these things for like $250 a piece on eBay.
You know. I think I said in the first episode, and if I didn't, I'm gonna say it again. Like, nostalgia nowadays is a huge like.
Right. That's the only reason people are willing to pay so much.
Because to me, so my thing is like, I would only buy a Super Nintendo because Biggie said it in one of his songs, like the Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis. But like aside from that, that thing is just gonna collect dust in my attic, dude. Like, yeah. And it's a novelty
for someone like us. We're a little younger than like we're really around to play the SNES.
I'm not playing that thing, man.
Yeah, like, exactly, right? Like if I really want to play it, like Super Mario World is dope. If I want to play that though, I'll buy it on the Switch.
I'd rather get on a 3DS. Like I'm not gonna buy a whole console for
21 games preloaded.
You know what I mean?
It does come with a cool little thing. You ever play Star Fox? Star Fox 64? Yeah. Star Fox 64. That's dope. Star Fox 2, which is originally supposed to come out after the original came out on the NES. Yeah. It was supposed to come out on the SNES. Oh, okay. But it was canceled because it was towards the end of the SNES, so they wanted to just focus on Star Fox 64. Yeah. They're including, for the first time ever, Star Fox 2 on the SNES Classic. Okay. They're preloading that, and that's one of the games. So that's kind of cool. That would put me like if I were a Nintendo fanboy and I didn't have these games, I would be willing to pay $80 for that.
I wouldn't. But I mean, again, look, like I said last episode, nostalgia really doesn't mean a lot to it, and it doesn't mean anything to me. I'm not a nostalgic. I won't go and buy a Furby because I was like, oh, I had a Furby when I was 9 years old. Let me get I didn't do anything with that Furby when I was 9. I won't do it again. Gigapets? Dude, remember the Gigapets?
Yeah.
Is that what they were called?
Neopets or some shit like that?
The little things with the keychains that you...
Yeah, the fucking Tamagotchis and shit.
Yeah, I won't buy a Tamagotchi because I was like, oh, I had that when I was 8. If it died when I was 8, it's going to die when I'm 21.
The difference is, though, a Tamagotchi is just a little stupid little piece of plastic. I mean, people love those, but like...
Dude, the Tamagotchi was a fidget spinner.
You're going to Tamagotchi... You're right, it was a fidget spinner. But you're going to compare Super Mario World, one of the finest 2D platformers of all time, to a Furby?
I'd rather play Super Mario Odyssey.
True.
Get with the times.
Me too.
You gotta get with the times.
Me too.
So again, like, to me, why spend $80 on a console to play the oldest Mario? It's not the oldest, but like, you know, I'm exaggerating. The oldest Mario known to man, as compared to brand new Super Mario Odyssey, powers we've never seen, worlds we've never seen on a brand new. I'm dropping the big bucks for the newest thing, man. I'm sorry, like nostalgia.
I get it.
Nope, not over here. But
the only thing I'm nostalgic for is you've seen. I'm so hyped for Crash Bandicoot PS4.
Yeah, I know.
It's such a powerful force, man.
I know.
Like it's just a game.
I can't get that hyped over a single player game.
Dude, it's like a whole nother level.
It's like eating you alive.
No,
You're more excited about that game than you are about your birthday. That's crazy.
True.
That's what I'm saying. Like
that's true.
That is crazy.
Sneak preview. Only thing I'm excited about for my birthday is that we're gonna have a drunk extravaganza. That's gonna be fun. That's gonna be awesome. But yeah, no, I'm turning 21 and I don't even give a fuck. Like,
you
what
care
is
more,
that?
You care more about Crash Bandicoot than you do about that. And your 21st birthday is the only birthday that really matters. So that should show you how much like this game has a force upon you. You know?
Yeah, but I just don't give a shit. Like,
so
I just don't.
Force upon you, Star Wars. Come on, Ed Boon. No, I'm playing. If you watch
Ed Boon, give me a reason to care about my 21st birthday.
If you watch the first episode, you guys will get the Ed Boon jokes.
Fucking Ed Boon. Just tweet every episode at Ed Boon.
Every episode. Fine. But anyway, I actually do have something I'm nostalgic about. I would say sneakers. I love retro Jordans. Yes, I used to collect sneakers, and I used to be a huge sneakerhead. I still am a sneakerhead. I just don't buy them anymore. But I guess like I would buy Jordans for the nostalgia, because I remember when I was thinking back, I remember buying a pair of Jordans just because I had those Jordans when I was a kid. Yeah. And they weren't even like a popular reason. I just got them for the nostalgia. So I guess it is a powerful force depending on what the topic or subject is. But
nostalgia is like the driving source for like half of the content of the internet right now. It's nuts.
So get yourself a Super Nintendo if you love old things, I guess. Or if you just want to flip it and get money to buy a Switch. Whatever suits you.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think that's fine. I think we're going to move on to the classic cameo for the week. Ooh. It's our little appreciation station for a retro game, movie, or show that is of particular relevance to us that particular week. Ooh. And this week, we're talking about Spyro, the motherfucking dragon.
You guys know Spyro, man. The purple dragon. He got the horns. He got the yellow fly with him. What was that fly called? Do you remember?
Dragonfly. Sparks.
Sparks.
Yeah, it was Sparks.
Sparks was my boy. So
Sparks is awesome.
I would say
you know there was one game where Sparks was voiced by David Spade.
I did not know that.
And you know who David Spade is, right?
No.
Okay, he's been in a whole bunch of Adam Sandler comedies. You ever see Tommy Boy?
No.
You ever see Grown Ups?
Yes.
He was the drunk ass dude in Grown Ups.
What?
Yeah.
And he plays Sparks?
Yeah, he's like a huge comedy actor.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. He just did like in Sparks, it wasn't so much David Spade did the voice of Sparks as a character. It was just that Sparks was given dialogue, and that dialogue was David Spade.
That's awesome. That's crazy.
And I think Elijah Wood did the voice of Spyro in that game.
Yeah. I think me and you had talked about that before when we decided that this was going to be the classic cameo. We were talking about that. I think that
those were the later games. We more are into the original trilogy.
The OGs, right? yeah, definitely. I think that just to get into it, I would say The Legend of Spyro to me had it had me hooked as a kid. Mm-hmm. Definitely when it came to before the online multiplayer and me busting everybody in fighting games. Spyro had, my heart.
Yeah, it was just a fun little.
I loved it. It was definitely. I want to see a remastered Spyro.
That would be cool. That's something that like people started to talk about because of the Crash remasters. And,
really?
Because they look so good.
Mm-hmm.
people are like, yo,
and that's
maybe
what I was gonna say.
Maybe they should do Spyro next.
So now you know me, I'm more of a gameplay person, but I remember how beautiful the world of Spyro used to look. Just like color wise, the land, the dragons. If they were to remaster that with some 4K HD graphics,
yeah, that would be crazy,
bro. That game would look amazing.
And just do it just like they're doing with Crash, supposedly, with just like the revamped animation, but like maybe different voice actors if you can't get the originals, but
just get
the same
Logic,
shit.
Get Logic to play the voice of Spyro. I would love to see Logic voice Spyro.
I just
imagine that.
That would be the funniest fucking thing.
Logic voicing Spyro would be amazing.
That would be incredible. Yo, now we gotta tweet this shit at Logic, man.
Send it to Logic, man.
Yo, if Logic ever played fucking Spyro, you gotta, dude, hit up Insomniac, hit up Sony, hit up Vicarious Visions, the people who are doing the Crash remaster, and be like, yo, I can be your Spyro.
Imagine Spyro rapping, bro. Rapping
so sick.
Oh, here we go
but
again.
Him just talking shit like he was doing on the Dashie video. Like
Logic, bro, Logic. Look, man, I saw you playing with Dashie. I saw you was in Dashie's house. I know you like video games, Logic. I'm about to make you more. I'm making people rich, man. Ed Boon.
Logic doesn't need you to make him rich.
Ed Boon, you're a thing in the past. Logic can make me rich.
That's true. That's what I'm thinking.
Logic was joking around talking about signing Dashie. Logic signed me. I actually rap, Logic. Bro, I'm selling dreams right now. I'm a dreamer, fam. Man, look, you love J. Cole. I love J. Cole. You cast yourself as the voice of Spyro. Reach out to them. We're changing the
Hit us up, man.
I'm telling you. T to E, Young Manda, we out here. But yeah, to get back to Spyro, just to say, like, I think that the gameplay was awesome.
It evolved. It got like. I remember it got better as the series went on.
I mean, when they started reaching out to the 360 and they started,
No, I just mean even in the first three.
Yeah, the first three was that's was all.
Because like in the second. In the first one, I remember like the gliding was kind of fucked up because you couldn't if you barely missed a ledge, like you couldn't get up onto it.
Yeah.
But they added that thing in the second and third where you can just
in the OG one, I remember a problem was when you used to hold down the RAM button because you held it down to run fast. I remember doing that a lot. If you would hit the slightest thing, you'd always crash and stop, like small little rocks and nicks and crannies. And I remember they fixed the because like the problem was you could run. But it was so hard to like steer yourself as you ran. Yeah, they fixed that a lot.
And like it doesn't even matter where. Like you were just one big rectangle. That was your hitbox. So like you just hit a wall and
so
it'd be really annoying.
I'm glad that they fixed that. But when it started upgrading with the generations, as in like the Xbox to the Xbox 360,
went through a very very similar thing to Crash. The games were like
the games were super lackluster. They were so repetitive. The antagonist wasn't good. Because let's be honest, Ripto.
Ripto is the only good antagonist that Spyro.
If they were ahead of their time, because like
it was like Ripto was funny. He was just a little fuckboy.
Yeah, I'm telling you,
but that's what made he actually had powers. So that was kind of I don't know. He was like a little scary.
It was like
for kids.
And the thing was too exactly. And my thing was like he was one of those characters that like you would hate when you started playing, and like you'd be like, I don't like this guy. But then years later, you'd be like, yo, you remember Ripto?
Yeah, Ripto's my boy.
I'm telling you, So shout out to them for having a really great antagonist. And I think the hardest thing when you have games like these are having an antagonist that like sticks. You know what I'm saying? So like you'll have someone where you're like, oh, he's an okay villain. Like Dr. Cortex was a great villain.
True. Dr. Cortex is really funny.
Like Dr. Cortex was, and this is why I feel like was Jack and Dexter's downfall. I didn't really enjoy their antagonist.
I don't know any villains from that.
It was just that company, right? The people that...
I never played them.
Oh, you never played them?
No.
I remember...
That's why I was hyped about, like, I'm all down for remasters of games like that I've never played.
Oh, okay.
I'm down to seek them out and go back and play them on the PS2, but I would rather play...
what would be nostalgia for some would just be, like, a first experience for you. So that's like, totally really cool.
That's all Nintendo was for me, like Super Mario, like Galaxy and shit.
All first experience.
The only reason like those they almost give me like a pseudo nostalgia. Okay. Because I appreciate those games and what they were when they came out.
Okay.
And like I can see how people would get so into that they would just be like, yo, this game was my childhood, dude. Yeah. And like it because it's similar on a sort of a different plane to like me, who's like like Crash Bandicoot is my Mario.
Okay.
Like it gives me a similar sort of feeling. It's weird. I don't know, but it's a weird because the way I used to play Spyro, there's a lot of things that like I on my playthrough that I did of like the second and third game like last year or so. I think it was like sophomore year or something like that.
Yeah.
But I like the platforming is really really good. Mm-hmm. The levels are all really unique. The music in Spyro is dope.
Yeah.
The music, I think they got a guy from the Police. Like not the Cops, like the band, the Police.
Oh, I was like the Cops.
Yeah,
they took a cop officer and was like, "Hey, make some music."
No. Yeah, they got a guy like the drummer from I think it was the Police to do the music.
Wow.
So yeah, it was like one that like I remember one that was in like 7/8 time signature or whatever, and it was really really fun, and like you didn't notice that, but it was weird. The atmosphere was so strong with that game that I actually used to play it with no music. Like I would just run around the overworld in the second game, and just chill as Spyro for a little while.
Sheesh.
It was fun, dude. Like I would just look for the orbs around the.
Yeah, I remember those, and the side missions definitely made that game like a really good game.
Oh yeah.
So shout out to Spyro for being this week's classic cameo.
Yeah,
that was a
dude.
good game.
Hit up what's his name, Sean Layden, and Logic. Logic. We're dude. Sean Layden make a new Spyro, and hire Logic to be the voice, and then Logic hire us, please.
I'm telling you, like it's all just domino effects. And I would say, on the last note about like these classic cameos, especially like when it comes to games like Spyro, definitely guys like message us. Let us know what you think your classic cameo game was. We'll definitely try to look into it if we played it or not.
Yeah.
But Spyro.
Yeah, I'm always down. This one doesn't even have to be something that we played. Like it could be something that like you suggest, and then we and one of us or both of us goes out and plays.
And once again, before we get into the end, we're going to say it again at the end of the thing, but make sure you guys subscribe, check out our channel. This stuff is like really good. We're killing the game right now.
Right? I'm pretty impressed with what
I'm impressed with myself, and I'm impressed with the team that we have. We got some really great guys. So make sure you guys hit that like button if you're enjoying the podcast so far. But before we go, we have one more segment.
It's time.
It's time. Oh, it's time. It's always time for me. But right now in this course that we're in, it's time for the truth with the young boy Truth. In this week, I got some facts to spit, man. And it's about these microtransactions.
Yeah, dude. We wanted to talk about microtransactions.
So before we get into it,
basically, fuck microtransactions.
We already got into it. There it is. Okay, talk to me, bro. So what do you? Let me. What you
Okay,
feel.
so my example for this is Overwatch because that's the first example I can think of. But literally, copy like cut and paste any game out there today, any AAA game.
Halo, Battlefield, Call of Duty, NBA 2K, Madden,
Mass Effect,
Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, and Injustice 2.
Ed Boon! Damn it, Ed Boon!
Yo, do they have him? I mean, what's another even recent release? Like, well, fuck it. Every game.
Every game. Every game.
And you know what? One of the worst offenders. I used to think they weren't that bad, but one of the worst offenders I think of this, especially now, is GTA Online.
Oh my god.
GTA Online with those shark cards, dude.
Don't get me stuck.
You are creating a fucking pyramid scheme.
That game is straight for bullies, yo. I'm talking, if you're... Yo, stop bullying kids. Go on GTA and bully like those guys because that game...
Yeah. Yo, bullies, that's what the game is made for.
I think we found out the truth with Truth for next week. We're going to talk about that one later.
What, GTA Online?
Oh, yeah.
An online fucking...
Online...
brutal harassment.
Oh, yeah. So... But that's not what we're talking about this week. Definitely microtransactions are a problem. I think it's become oversaturated, and I get it.
Absolutely. You know what? Like, I get you gotta make your money, dude. You gotta make your money, but there's always gonna be people who are gonna spend money on this stupid bullshit because there's always gonna be people who want more than the other guy has. So, but if you give the other guy a little bit more, you're still gonna be making money.
So here's my thing. Like, where did work ethic go? Where? Because, like, I'm not trying to be one of those old back in my day, but, like, why can't we work to unlock, like we said last week, why can't we work to unlock things? Why can't we unlock, like whatever they're offering as a microtransaction, why can't we get, like, boostings for that the more we play?
Yeah.
So the little guy who doesn't want to spend $5,000 or the one that can't get their mother's credit card can, like, still stand a chance. Why can't the working man come home from work, play a couple hours on the sticks, and have just.
Okay, I thought you were talking about the working man in relative to the game. It's like I think.
No, not the working game player. Why can't? I mean, I guess the working game player too.
It works.
But why can't
a little
they?
Melodramatic, but I like it.
Yeah, why can't they? Spend a couple hours and getting something extra, as opposed to these people that just buy everything. Because the thing is, this is where they get you. They're like, oh, well, everything that we give you is at random. So like, you can spend like $500 and get like a bunch of common gear, and then get like some super epic, rare, awesome thing. And then, or you can unlock one thing, and that one thing that you unlock can be super epic, awesome, rare, and no one else will have it. That is bullshit.
Yeah, that shit never happens, dude. Bro. I'm playing, and I say this especially about Overwatch because like we forgive a lot of shit with Overwatch. The Overwatch community is very forgiving because we love your game and we love your characters and we want to keep playing.
Yeah.
But God, Jeff Kaplan, man, your drop rate is abysmal.
Oh yeah.
The drop rate is unfucking real.
You're worse than Ed Boon. You are worse than because you see
no one's worse than Ed Boon.
Yeah, true. Ed Boon. Yeah, hey man.
I'm just kidding, Ed Boon. You're my man.
Yeah, we love you, Ed Boon, but you're a bitch, low key. Nah, I'm playing. That I just lost my job opportunity right there. But anyway, like microtransactions, in my opinion, like I think they're cool, and I think that they should definitely be there. But the fact that I've been playing Injustice for about, I would say a month, maybe a month. Am I about to go on to a month? Almost a month.
Did the game come out? Did it come out in May or June?
I don't know, but I got it.
I think it came in either at the end of May or early June.
I would say about a month.
Yeah.
And the fact that I only have, every day, I've been playing about every day, and I only have 7,000 source crystals? Are you kidding me? I can't even level up a character to level 20. But Henry over here, with his mom's credit card, I go online and he has like 6 level 20s. You didn't earn that, bro. You didn't earn those level 20s. You paid for those. Yeah.
So basically what we're getting at here is like the the drop rates are usually too low in a game like this. That happens especially like again in Mass Effect as well. The most expensive packs are the only way to get like rare stuff.
Yeah.
And the drop rates are really, really low. The earning rate for for example, in Overwatch, the only time you get a loot box is when you level up.
Yeah.
And once you level up, like once you prestige and everything like that, you got to earn. It's a lot of XP. It's a lot of playing.
Yeah, like Halo, $100 for 16 gold packs. What is that, bro?
Yeah,
Are you kidding me?
It's like
really.
The problem is not so much that microtransactions exist. I think in a perfect world, perfect for the
microtransactions
perfect for the gamer,
there.
Perfect for the gamer, microtransactions wouldn't exist,
yeah.
right? But in the world we live in right now, I think like our main issue is that they're not like I know it's a seller's market right now in the gaming industry, but like your shit it ain't consumer friendly.
Yeah, and you say, you know what I mean?
Like you know how much a disincentive it is for me to play a game like Mass Effect or Overwatch when I grind for fucking hours to get the most like the points for a legendary like trying to get a legendary, trying to get a premium pack. Like that. You know how much of a disincentive it is for that shit to be disappointing over and over and over again. And I think it's not what you think is happening. Where it's like now I got to play more.
People don't play more. People buy the game, spend hundreds of dollars on it, and then they leave it. And that's fine. Like that's what you guys want, and we get that.
You know if you're a whale, if you're a whale and you love spending your money like that, keep spending your money like that because it means we don't have to. And we can still pay $60 for our game.
And that's what I'm saying. I'm not mad because games are still $60, but that's what I'm saying. On the other hand,
you have to for the subsection of your audience. There's like that half that buys into it. The other half that doesn't. That's a huge portion of your audience. That if you make it more tuned to the people who spend a lot of money, you're gonna alienate them.
And I hate to do it, but like I gotta give Ed Boon and the Injustice crew a little bit of credit because I love how they have tower challenges. In the tower challenges, you can unlock like some epic gear just by winning the tower challenges.
Yeah, it seems like you can get epic gear in Injustice more easily than you would be like another.
In the next game, like for example in Halo, where I'm like a level 75.
You can't unlock shit in Halo, right?
And I have like no ultra rare helmets. I have no ultra rare anything. I had to pay 100,000 credits to get an ultra rare helmet pack of classic helmets, and they're all ugly. I didn't get the helmet that I wanted. So it's like
I once did something like that for there's some kind of anniversary pack, some kind of special like you can only get it today kind of pack, and so I played the game literally all fucking day, and like I think it gave me like the pizza skin for the assault rifle, and that was it, and I'm just like, are you serious?
And it's messed up because like I know before we close, it's just messed up because like. now, for example, I love playing Halo because I like playing team doubles. I like Team Slayer. I like, snipers and SWAT. But now I gotta go play freaking Warzone because the longer playlists give you the most credits and all the packs and stuff like that. And I just think that's stupid how I have to play a playlist that I don't like just because I want to look cooler than the next guy.
Yeah.
Unless I pay for it, which I'm not gonna do. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
I just think that's the truth, man. The truth is, you guys really gotta just give the working man a little more credit.
Yeah, like the thing is, like, we have to sort of acknowledge, because we can't be ignorant to the other side where it's like I get it, right? I get it. You got to make your money.
Cool.
But just layer it a little bit.
Yeah.
Put a little bit more unlockable stuff in there. Maybe for example, again, the example in Overwatch,
you shouldn't be able to pay to be a level 20. There's no way around it. I'm sorry. That's just not. It's unacceptable.
Yeah, that's kind of ridiculous.
That's literally unacceptable.
But just give you a little bit more with it, as you progress through the game. Maybe in Overwatch, give me coins for playing, and instead of just experience. Instead of just a loot box to give me the chance to earn some coins, which once I earn enough of those, then I can start to buy shit, but it's all expensive, and the limited events, you can't buy them after the event is over, and they're triple the fucking price. Come on, guys!
That's what I'm saying. And give me, for example, give me bonuses. I'm a level 50, so now, make all my stuff is doubled now because I'm a level 50. Call of Duty, when you prestige, you know what I mean? You get, prestige bonuses. You can, choose to get double experience, or you can choose to get, more rare items. I think more bonuses should be rewarded for hard work. You know what I mean? Because I feel like nowadays people are working hard.
It's hard work, grinding, as is popular as is one to say in the gaming community.
Yeah.
It's likely it used to give you the unlockables, right?
Yeah.
It used to give you the unlockables. It gave you the good shit. You knew that if you were playing and if you put the work in to unlock this, then you would get it.
And people will. In my thing is
right now though, you're working, you're grinding in the game, you're grinding in Overwatch or Mortal Kombat or Injustice or Call of Duty or Battlefield or whatever. You're grinding for the opportunity to possibly get the thing you want.
That is bullshit.
Right?
I worked a month to get recon armor. I didn't get recon armor in Halo 5.
Because I just had to ask my question, what's the difference? And that's the fucking difference.
And
it's crazy.
Stupid. And it sounds so stupid if you think about it like that. So, guys, just reward the grinders again. I feel like we need more in our lives. We don't get enough. You know
Why can't we get the good shit too, man?
You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm just salty because I never had an ultra rare helmet. I don't know.
And maybe I'm salty just because I only got one of the anniversary skins in Overwatch right at the tail end. During the extension after the event was supposed to end.
So I mean, maybe we're just two salty guys giving terrible perspectives, but who knows?
Or maybe we're just average consumers and we want you to be more consumer friendly. But whatever, we're ending the show now.
Who knows? Let us know, guys, what you think about microtransactions. Definitely make sure you subscribe to the Aqua Society gaming channel. Man, we are turning it up, guys. We got live streams for you. We got Let's Plays. You gotta go watch the Let's Play. We are killing the game, man. We're on Instagram. Follow us at ASE Games. Is it ASE or ASG?
It's ASE. You were right.
So follow us there. What else? Follow me at Truth to Equalize on Instagram. I'll definitely follow back if your ratio's not whack.
Yo, that's awesome.
You know what I mean?
That's a slogan right there, man.
And check out my boy at the Mighty Mander. He has some great content. Check him out on YouTube too. He has a lot of great stuff, man.
Just put up a nice little 10-second video of me standing in the middle of the quad and just shouting "Wubba Lubba Dub Dub," just because why the fuck not? It's from Rick and Morty.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's not just some gibberish shit that I just made up.
It sounded like pure gibberish.
Did you see the shirt I was wearing? I was wearing my Wubba Lubba Dub Dub shirt. And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to do that.
Oh, my gosh.
It was funny.
So, see, guys, you got to follow him for stuff like that. Make sure you guys check us out. Let us know what you want to see on the podcast because we're obviously open. And remember, this is all opinionated. Ed Boon, we really do love you, man. But
we need jobs.
Yeah, Ed Boon. Logic. I'm going to tag you in this.
Logic, hit us up, dude.
If any other, artist needs a job, I'll... Free world jobs, man. Give me a job, I'll give you a job. Job for job. So let's do it. Again, guys, thank you so much for checking out the podcast. I don't think I have any more to say. You have any more to say?
No, I'm good. We're good. We're good. We're done.
All right, guys. We will see you later.
Peace. Is that going to be your sign off?
I guess. We could just fade out.
Yeah.